the Prattville Lion's Football Review Show with Coach Caleb Ross. Brought to you by Long Lewis Ford, Gibson's Tire Pros, Drayer Physical Therapy, and Lynn North, your local Allstate agent.
Well, hello, Lion Nation, and welcome into another edition of the Prattville Football Review. I'm Will Baird, along with Coach Caleb Ross, and we are breaking down what was a great victory at Crampton Bowl Thursday night, 35-22 victory over the Lee Generals. Coach, I know you couldn't be more pleased with that.
This is a big win. All of them are important, but when you look at from the standpoint of a region game and setting us up for now, hopefully, and not, I won't say driver's seat of going in the playoffs, there's still a lot of work to do, but really sets you up of getting a chance to get into the playoffs. Not to mention, this program has not beaten Lee since 2014, I believe. Has not beaten a Montgomery school since 2015. So, just a big win altogether. And what I like about it is we had the little wrinkle in the schedule. Game we thought was originally scheduled on Friday. We find out on Tuesday it was on Thursday. And you're talking about kids handle things better than adults sometimes. Man, they were outstanding. When we sat down, had a team meeting, said, hey, this game's been moved up. The kids were like, Coach, we'll play it tonight if they want. So, just really, really proud of the effort. We were dialed in, and I'm really proud of this team of the focus we've had really all year. But the first half against Wetumpka, we were extremely focused. It showed on the way we played, and then we come out the other night, and I thought we played really good football. We had some guys step up, make some really, really good plays. You look at the performances of like Malik Smith, and that's kind of some of the things. We've thrown some long passes, but we ain't had like any breakout runs or Trey's had a couple, I guess, on the year, but you need your best players making their best plays in big ball games, and that's what happened, We threw out route to Malik. He breaks a tackle, makes a guy miss, goes 50 and scores. We throw just a quick screen off our run game to Malik. We block it up right. He finds a crease and goes 80 and scores. So, those are two plays that are explosive plays that you need that a lot of teams have been getting against us this year, and we're finally getting some of those. Another big night by Taylor Thompson. I think he had 5, 6, 7 catches. Had some critical. Had a great touchdown catch. Really a good route right there, and really put the defense in a bind. But made some big time plays, and another great night by Trey Edwards. I think he threw for 180 something, rushed for another 115, 120. He just continues his last 3 or 4 games. He's playing at elite level. Continues to be a great leader for us. And Kyle Kramer comes in. He had a big night, too, again. He didn't have the stats maybe that Trey has, but he comes in, and he had a couple of nice completions. We've got 2 quarterbacks that can play. We're very fortunate there. But probably most proud, and I hadn't even got to the defense yet, and we'll get to them here in a second, but really proud of our offensive line. You talk about a group that has gotten better more than any other group on our team. Really, one of the best, most improving groups I've ever had as a coach from day one till now. Everybody knows we're not very big up front, but we got kids that buy in every day. They work their tails off. They're hard-nosed kids, and it's starting to show. The work they're putting in is starting to show. They're starting to get those blocks. We're starting to look like a good unit up front, and I'm really, really, really proud of those kids. You talk about the defense. We had 2 critical stops. Lee is inside our 10 twice, and we stop them on 4 downs. To me, the difference in the game. I know we come out with a great focus, but if Lee punches those 2 in right there, you're talking about a tight ball game, and who knows where it goes. But I thought, without one of our better players, Mason Taylor didn't play the other night. So, really, really outstanding effort by our defense. That group continues to get better. We know our box it should be pretty good. In our secondary, we still got some things we got to work out there, but we were challenged multiple times the other night, and we kept making play after play. So, just overall great team effort, Really, really proud of a game. It was a big win. It's going to set us up moving forward with the playoffs. But, we're at a point, and I said this after losses, and I'll say this after wins. We can't really worry about that right now. We got to worry about how we're going to practice on Monday. That's just the way it is. And then how we're going to practice on Tuesday and getting ready for our game on Friday. Let's perform that. Let's go win that one. Then we'll worry about the next one. And I know that sounds like coach speak, and everybody says that, but I get it. That's why people say it, because it's true. Where we're at in this program, we're still trying to build a mentality. We're trying to create a culture. We're trying to get these kids to see what it takes to win. And that's probably one of the biggest things from Thursday night, is that our kids see that you put this type of time in, this work in, man, you're gonna be rewarded for it. I mean, all the things that we've told you, if you'll just keep listening and keep working, it's gonna start paying off. And the kids, I could see it in their faces after the game, like, Coach, man, you're right, man. We can win these games. Absolutely, you can win these games. So, hey, big night for Prattville football.
You know, Lee came into the game and all year has been considered a top 15 team in the state. And Crampton Bowl Thursday night, it was like I want to say a hard place to find momentum and a hard place to find energy, but it was a dead stadium. I mean, there was a very sparse crowd there because it was a delayed Thursday night game, and there was no music, no crowd noise hardly, but somehow Prattville finds energy to put this away.
We've talked day one with our kids, because this is a different generation of kid in 2018, man. Their headphones, they listen to music, we have our different pregame rituals. But I've been challenging since I've been here. So, guys, we got to learn to have a competitor's mindset no matter what the environment is. I mean, sure, we play at Stanley Jensen. It's always a great environment. It's one of those great places to play in the state of Alabama in high school football. But you're going to go, I told them, you're going to go on the road. This was back in the summer, back in the spring, and you're going to have that dead environment. There's going to be no pregame music. It's just going to feel kind of like it did Thursday night. Now, Crampton Bowl is a great venue, but you're right. There, sparse crowd, no music. And here's the thing, we knew that. We anticipated that. You know what I mean? So, we tried to prepare our kids for that. And really, that's what, to me, emotion is very critical. It is part of football. But learning how to execute, learning how to go create your own energy, create your own emotion when the outside source is not there. And, man, I thought we did that, man. And we did. And like I said, we created the energy. Kids fed off of it, and we got it rolling, man. We were pretty impressive the other night.
We talked before the game, and you mentioned that one of your biggest worries from Lee was number 7, Drayer Murray.
Right.
And I thought the defense, your game plan around that really minimized his impact on the game.
He's a really good football player, and I give Lee credit, man. They do a lot of stuff with him, man. They put him in at quarterback, they put him at running back, they'll line him up at H-back, tight end, wide receiver. He probably could play any position on the field. He's just a really talented kid and a good football player. And I thought our defense did a really good job. I mean, he had a couple runs, and you knew a kid like that, you're never going to completely stop a kid like that from making plays. But you just got to limit the amount of plays he made, and man, I thought we did that. They had some talented skill guys. Their starting quarterback was out, and that probably helped a lot. But either way, one of our best defensive players is out. So those things kind of cross themselves off as you go through it. But I was really proud of, like I said, limiting him. And here's the deal: what I was really proud, and I don't want to flip it back to the offense, but one of the things I was also concerned about is Lee's defensive line was really good. And I really worried about trying to block them and handle them all night. I thought we did an outstanding job, man. For the most part, quarterbacks had time to throw the football. They got some pressure on us. But, man, it was really, I was worried it could be more like a Central night. You playing that type of front where, man, we're going to have no time to throw the ball. There ain't many running lanes in there. But our guys have gotten so much better in 4 weeks since we played Central, man. We're starting to make those blocks. We're starting to give quarterbacks the time because we know we've got talented kids at receiver and on the perimeter. If we allow up front for our guys to make plays, man, we can do it. So, like you said, 2 big concerns, man. I thought we did an excellent job of handling those.
It was a great night for Prattville football. 35-22 was the final score. Prattville on top over the Lee Generals. Let's get into those highlights of the game right now.
Splits out to the near side. Edwards wants to throw in the end zone. He's got Thompson in the end zone. Thompson makes the catch. Touchdown, Prattville. 25, on his feet at the 40. Speed from Malik. 50, 40, 30, 20. He is gone. Touchdown, Prattville. Up 16 grip here. Edwards to pass, under some pressure. Now he's going to throw it, and he's got it complete at the 45-yard line. Malik Smith is still on his feet at the 50. Malik breaking tackles into the mid-50. 35-30. Malik Smith, he is going to score. Touchdown, Prattville, Malik Smith. Second down and 1 for the Lions from the general 39-yard line. Keandre Powell gets the carry. Keandre in open field. Keandre breaks free at the 20. He's at the 15, to 10, to 5. He scores. Touchdown, Prattville. Edwards is going to call one number this time and follow his blockers. He's got room across the 50. Trey Edwards picks up his first down, jumps over a man in the open field. Trey Edwards just faked a man out of his shoes, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Prattville. Trey Edwards. Ready for pass, going deep, looking downfield. Quan Jones is there, and he makes the interception. Intercepted at the 7-yard line. Quan Jones.
This is Caleb Ross, head football coach at the Prattville Lions. I want a special thanks, special shout out to Long Lewis Ford for being a proud supporter of Prattville football. Prattville football and Long Lewis, both built Ford tough.
I think this we advise thing has gotten a little bit out of control. What do you mean?
Hootie, I think I need a change. Should I cut my hair?
Disney World or Las Vegas?
Leather pants or a kilt?
How can I get
What do
my
you think?
Is it all right to wear
SUV or
socks with
sports? Do you
sandals?
babysit?
Let's just stick with what we know.
Gibson's Tire Pros. We advise, you decide. Serving the River region for over 35 years and carrying great tire brands like Bridgestone and Firestone.
In our profession, we see a lot of remarkable recoveries. One thing that each success story has in common is the courage needed to take that first step. At Drayer Physical Therapy Institute, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get the expert opinion you need, so we've made that first step free. Sign up for a complimentary screen at any Drayer location today, and we'll assess your condition and recommend the best next steps to get you back on the road to recovery. Call or click today to schedule your complimentary screen. DrayerPT.com/screen.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem because I like Johnny. Now, I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all, OMG, Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Coach, these highlight videos seem to get longer and longer every week.
Yeah, you know, like I said, like I said, really good night for Prattville football. Like I said, you look at the night Malik Smith had, you look at the night Taylor Thompson had. You know, like I said, I was just really proud of where our team is. And like I said, big ball games, region games. Just from here on out, man, you need your best players making their best plays, offense, defense. And you know, we're I don't know if we're kind of a mix of sophomores, juniors, and seniors. But we were probably a very inexperienced team coming in, and these guys are now starting to get experience, and they're starting to make plays.
Trey Edwards was our Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game, and you know we've kind of held off giving it to Trey. You could have given it to Trey on almost any game so far this year, but this year, this particular game against Lee, he really shined. 100 passing and rushing, well over that. He's actually on pace to become the first quarterback in Prattville history to have 1,000 rushing and 1,000 passing in a season, which is a monumental feat for anybody. So well deserving of the player of the game for Trey, but you could have given it to Malik. You could have given it to Zach. You could have given it to several different players.
That's right.
But Trey really stood out as a player of the game, and he's really showing some leadership out there.
He is, man. Trey Edwards is just a winner. Yeah, he's just a winner. He's one of those kids that, man, you want in your locker room. The kids respond to him. I've always said Trey wants to win first, look good second, man. And that's hard for 17, 18-year-old kids,
right,
especially in 2018. The run that he made in the fourth quarter, I mean, where he hurdled the guy and stayed in bounds. I mean,
somehow.
It's incredible, man. But those things we knew Trey could do, man. I'm just so proud of his leadership, man. He's just one of those kids that, like I said, man, he gets it. And, man, I'm glad he's on our team.
Absolutely. Well, now it's time for us to lead you into our favorite segment on this Prattville Football Review Show. It's Inside the Lion's Cage. We're going there right now.
So, number 5, Drayer, quarterback, class 2019. McDonald's for sure.
Go-to order.
10-piece nugget if I've got enough money. If not, I'll get 2 McChickens plain. Probably Tom Brady. I'm leaning towards now. I like Baker. So Baker's doing pretty good. Lil Wayne. A lot of Young Jeezy. Sometimes mix in J. Cole. Least favorite, probably Hanklings. I hate doing Hanklings. That's not it, Trey. Do it again. And probably, a lot of times he's like, rack it, do it again. Probably remember the Titans. That's what it's called. I don't think so. If it was, I was little. Any movie star. I heard last week Gabrielle Union, so I'm not gonna say that one. Movie star. Does Selena Gomez count? She had a couple movies. Yeah. Selena Gomez. The Community, and like just seeing like little kids look up to you, and Friday nights are pretty cool too. So. Yes, I used to play the drums, but I wasn't that good at that, so I guess it's not a talent. I like music too, like kind of making music, not like serious, but like just messing around. Oh, you got me playing both sides. Probably Super Bowl. To me, football is like more of an emotional sport. So I think I'll have like a lot of emotion if I threw a touchdown pass. Especially OBJ. It's one of my favorite players too. He's pretty good. Brussels sprouts.
For $100,000, you would
I
not
got offered $100 with my grandma before for one bite, and I didn't do it. $100. Hooray for Prattville, hooray for Prattville. Someone in the stands yelling hooray for Prattville. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me who you're yelling for. Prattville, that's who.
This is Caleb Ross, head football coach at the Prattville Lions. I want a special thanks, special shout out to Long Lewis Ford for being a proud supporter of Prattville football. Prattville football and Long Lewis, both built Ford tough.
I think this we advise thing has gotten a little bit out of control. What do you mean?
Hootie, I think I need a change. Should I cut my hair?
Disney World or Las Vegas?
Leather pants or a kilt?
How can I get
What do
my
you think?
Is it all right to wear socks or
sports? Do you
sandals?
babysit?
Let's just stick with what we know.
Gibson's Tire Pros. We advise, you decide. Serving the River region for over 35 years and carrying great tire brands like Bridgestone and Firestone.
In our profession, we see a lot of remarkable recoveries. One thing that each success story has in common is the courage needed to take that first step. At Drayer Physical Therapy Institute, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get the expert opinion you need, so we've made that first step free. Sign up for a complimentary screen at any Drayer location today, and we'll assess your condition and recommend the best next steps to get you back on the road to recovery. Call or click today to schedule your complimentary screen. DrayerPT.com/screen.
I'm a teenage girl. My BFF Becky texts and says she's kissed Johnny. Well, that's a problem, because I like Johnny. Now, I'm emotionally compromised and whoopsies. I'm all, OMG, Becky's not even hot. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Coach, everybody seems to really enjoy these episodes of Inside the Lines Cage, where you learn about these players without the helmets on.
Well, that was an idea that Stacy had come up with, this summer about trying to do it, and man, it's turned out to be a great deal, man. The kids love it, man. We enjoy it, man. I enjoy watching them. It's just really a neat deal. It's good that our fans can see the personalities of some of our kids, and like I said, man, just an outstanding segment.
Absolutely. Well, the win over Lee is the biggest win we've had in a couple of years, and now it's time to see how we react coming off a big win and right into another regional clash against the JD Vols.
Well, say that if you read and study all this stuff, stages of rebuilding a program and creating a culture, how do you handle adversity? Well, we've had some adversity this year. Then how do you handle success? And that's going to be the challenge, the message that we're going to present to our kids, because this is the biggest win we've had of the year. It's a region game that we needed to win. How are we going to respond? Are we going to come out Monday with the same hunger, the same desire, the same work ethic that we've had all year? That's what I'm going to challenge the kids on. That's my concern, because look, you got another region game next week in Jeff Davis. No, their record has not been great this year, but they've had a lot of adversity. They've had some injuries. They had the scuffle after one of their games. The kids got suspended. Well, now they've got those kids back. So this is a better football team. And they played them and Smith's is much improved. That game's 17-17 with a couple minutes left to go in the game. So it's going to be a challenge. I mean, we know they're going to come in. They're going to be expecting to win. It's senior night. It's a lot going on too Friday night. So it's our last home game of the year, regular season home game. It's senior night. Man, how are we going to manage after coming off of a win, playing another tough opponent? That's going to be the challenge. And, we got 2 days, and we're out of school Monday and Tuesday, so we're going to practice early in the morning. Are we going to be staying focused, knowing that, they got their afternoon off? There's a lot of challenges this week, and this is part of it, but, we're going to see how we respond. So.
Got yourself in an excellent position right now, 4-2 overall, 2-1 in the region, a chance to make it 3-1 next Friday, and really start to solidify a place for the Prattville Lions in the 2018 playoff picture. How big would that be to get this win this Friday?
Oh, it's huge, man. It puts you in place, like you said, where now you're kind of in the driver's seat of getting a 2 seed. You control your own destiny. If you win on out from here on, and assuming that Central is not going to lose.
That's a big assumption.
That is a big assumption, yeah, right. Because they've had some real close calls
right.
this year,
Really.
And they got a great program in, and they got a really good team. We'd obviously love to see them again, but if you win out now, you got a chance to be the number 2 seed, to get a home playoff game the first year you're here, man. And who knows where it goes? Because I've said this, and there's some good teams down in the Mobile region, but coaching down there in that region and coaching in this region, that region is not as strong as ours. Now, there's good football programs, and every team down there we possibly play is going to be a battle. But overall, week in and week out, our region's tougher. And I can honestly say that I've been in both. But so, man, just looking forward to that. We'll see how it turns itself out. Big game Friday night.
Absolutely. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock at Stanley Jensen Stadium. It is senior night, last home game of the year, last regular season home game of the year. We need you there. We need you supporting these seniors. It's going to be a big night for Prattville football. JD comes into town, and we're looking to keep this winning streak rolling. So, Coach Ross, thank you for your time today. We really appreciate it, and good luck next Friday back in the jungle for our last home game. This has been the Prattville Lions Football Review. I'm Will Barrett, and for Coach Caleb Ross, We're saying good night and go Lions. See you next Friday.
The Prattville Lions Football Review Show with Coach Caleb Ross. Brought to you by Long Lewis Ford, Gibson's Tire Pros, Drayer Physical Therapy, and Lynn North, your local Allstate agent.